First, in HD, this is 13 Eyewitness News Tonight.
Okay, come on. He's not going to get you.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Every year, thousands of illegal immigrants make their way across the Mexican border into the United States. Large majority of those immigrants are from Mexico and Central America. But tonight, a shocking discovery about that border. Good evening, friends. I'm Dave Ward.
And I'm Gina Gaston. We have learned that hundreds of Muslims are also being smuggled across the border using a growing Eastern European smuggling ring. They eventually make their way to Houston and then the rest of the country. Eyewitness News anchor Art Rascone gives us an extraordinary look at this smuggling ring, speaking with one Muslim who was recently smuggled into Houston. Art?
Yes, Gina, Dave, this man tells me he is hot off the smuggling trail, and he is not alone. Every week, Muslims are being smuggled into the United States and brought here to Houston to await the next leg of their journey. What is so startling about this smuggling operation is that it deals specifically with Muslims. Some are clearly friendly to the United States, but others, as the smuggler admits, may in fact be militants, extremists. I have spoken with nearly 24 recently smuggled in Muslims, some in person, some on the phone, but only one on camera. Here is his story.
And it was hard, especially to me. It was really hard to do such a thing.
Hakeem, not his real name, is nearing the end of a long journey.
Personally, I had to do what I had to do to escape, because my life personally was threatened.
He won't give me his hometown, but at the time of this interview, he was at a holding house in Houston, along with nearly a dozen other Muslims, waiting to be transported to another state. He calls himself friendly to the United States. But who are the other Muslims? That's the fear. Not even Hakeem knows. If there was an Islamic extremist who was with your group coming over, you wouldn't have known?
Probably not.
And so it's very possible that there could be a host of them coming over without anyone knowing.
Yep. Well, the chances are pretty good, so...
Chances are pretty good.
Yes, sir.
Hakeem's journey, along with hundreds of other Muslims every year, begins in Eastern Europe. Okay, come on. He's not going to get you on camera. Don't worry. That's where we had a secret meeting with this man, one of the reputed ringleaders of a growing Muslim smuggling operation.
This costs 16,000 euros.
16,000 euros. So about $21,000 or so.
Yes.
And that's for...
Directly to the United States.
Is it easy for a militant Arab Muslim to make his way into the United States from here?
Oh, yeah. It's easy for anybody.
And it begins right here with the fake passport.
With a fake passport, yes.
You'll hear more from this smuggler tomorrow. But for Hakeem, what a journey it is. He says he paid $22,000 to smugglers to get him to Houston and to the state of his choice.
First they took me to Belgrade, and from Belgrade we transited in Europe, and from Europe they sent us to Mexico, and we crossed the border through Laredo.
Vehicles like this simply drive right through. We traveled the same route that the smugglers say they use, through Central America, easily crossing borders, easily making their way to the United States. You'll see more of that journey in the coming days. And why is it into Mexico or Central America? Because they're easily paid off?
Yes.
Because they have antiquated security systems?
Absolutely. The only reason they pick Central America because they're so easy to pay them off and to get it done.
The smugglers and Central American coyotes don't ask if a Muslim is trying to just find a new life in the United States or if he is a terrorist. There is a don't ask, don't tell policy.
I'm pretty sure coyotes never know who they're bringing in, so... And of course, he's not going to tell them who he is, so...
The coyotes simply just want to get paid.
Absolutely. And they don't care. They want to get paid, and they want to get paid up front.
How easy is it? And is it reasonably possible that there are militant terrorists, Islamic extremists, among the groups being brought in?
I bet they can do that. I bet they can do that. Because it's very easy. In order to get to Central America, it's very easy. So, and then from there, they always have the ways how to bring them here, so...
For now, Hakeem waits for the last leg of his smuggling trip to a distant state. He won't say where.
No reason to be nervous here, all right?
He realizes that the thought of smuggled Muslims will send a wave of fear among Americans. But he says the Muslim smuggling operation is here to stay. Dozens of his friends have made it to the United States, and there are thousands more, he says, patiently waiting.
It seems like it's hard, but it's not that hard. Those guys are just pretty much never going to stop. They're just going to keep bringing people. It's a multi-million-dollar for them business.
It's a well-organized smuggling ring?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
They have all the equipment to make all the changes?
They have all the equipment to make the passport. They have all their custom agents in their pocket. They know what they're doing. They're just not going to stop.
Doesn't matter how tight security gets.
That doesn't matter. It's always going to be a way around there. So.
And you're glad that you found a way?
Yes, I guess you can say that.
Hakeem plans to join his family back east and begin a new life in the States, he says. But what of the other Muslims being smuggled in? Thousands of them over the years, smugglers tell me. Are there militant Islamic fanatics among them, now creating terrorist sleeper cells in the States? It is possible, smugglers say. And tomorrow at 10 o'clock, we travel to Eastern Europe, to the Balkans, where we will introduce you to one of the ringleaders of this smuggling operation, bringing, he says, hundreds of Muslims into the United States, into Texas and through Houston every year. That's tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Art Rascone, 13 Eyewitness News.